children, welcome to online classes of biology. So, children, we were studying about the biomolecules, isn't it? What are biomolecules? The carbon containing compounds in the living organisms, isn't it? And there are inorganic molecules also when a living tissue is grind, okay, and when it is with using what trichloroacetic acid, we will get different components, isn't it? Different components we will get when we filter it. And the two components that we get is acid soluble fraction and acid insoluble fraction, isn't it? And in the acid soluble fractions you will get what molecules which are having less what the molecular weight, like 1000 Dalton. And in the acid insoluble fraction, that you will get what the macromolecules which are having high molecular weights. Okay, so the in the macromolecules we are getting what proteins, polysaccharides, nucleic acids, and also lipids actually its molecular weight is less, but as we grind they form this lipid molecules will get break and then they will form what vesicles. Okay, so it will not get dissolved in what the this one. Okay, it will not get filtered also, so it is found in the acid insoluble fraction. Clear? And in the acid soluble fraction we will get what small molecules like amino acids. Okay, then what the small monosaccharides. Okay, all this are found in the where in the and nucleotides etc are found in the acid soluble fractions. So I have explained you about what the amino acids, its structure, isn't it? And then we have studied, I have told you amino acids make up what the proteins. So directly I taught you about the proteins, isn't it? How they are formed, what are the bonds between the amino acid, what are the bonds between the amino acid? CONH, peptide bond, isn't it? So amino acids they combine with CONH bond or peptide bond, and likewise they form what polypeptide chains, and this polypeptide chains will what fold in different what shapes, okay, and form the what the proteins. And the proteins can have what primary structure, secondary structure, tertiary structure, and quaternary structure. Do you remember all this? Then I told you what is the bond between them, between the amino acids in a polypeptide chain. That is peptide bond, CONH bond, which is formed when carboxyl group of one amino acid is reacting with amino group of the next amino acid. Okay, and by the elimination of a water moiety. Okay, so this we have studied about amino acids and proteins. Then I told you about lipids. Lipids are water insoluble and they can be simple fatty acids, isn't it, with what a large R group, or the R group can be a simple methyl also. Understood? Examples we have studied fatty acids like palmitic acid, it is having 16 carbon, arachidonic acid which is having 20 amino acid. Okay, so the fatty acids can be saturated or unsaturated. Okay, another simple lipid is what glycerol. Actually, it is what trihydroxypropane. Okay, and many lipids are having both glycerol and fatty acids, and in them you can find the fatty acids are esterified with glycerol, or glycerol and acids. Okay, they will get esterified, means between the COH group and the OH group. Okay, what happen? Esterification reaction takes place and they can produce monoglycerides, diglycerides, and triglycerides. Okay, then the fats are what having higher melting point, and they what they remain what solid in winters, and oils are having lower melting point and they are remaining as what as the liquid in winter seasons, isn't it? And we have learned about phosphorylated phospholipids, okay, which are found in the cell membrane, Okay, lecithin is one example. So likewise about lipids we learned. Lipids speciality is what? It is having low molecular weight, but it is not found in where in the acid soluble fraction. It is found along with the acid insoluble fraction only, because what there is what formation of vesicles. Okay, when we grind the tissues, they will get changed into vesicles, and these vesicles will not get dissolved in water. This is the reason why we get the lipids, even though their molecular weight is low, in the where we get in the acid insoluble fraction when we grind the tissue and what filter. Okay, about so amino acids I told, and they are built they built to form proteins, and then I told you about lipids. Okay, I told you about what carbon compounds which are having heterocyclic rings. They are known as the nitrogen bases. Okay, and they are adenine, guanine, cytosine, uracil, and thymine. Okay, so these are the nitrogen bases, nitrogen containing molecules with heterocyclic rings. Okay, and when they are attached to a sugar, they are known as nucleosides. And if a phosphate group is also there, then they are known as nucleotides. So likewise adenosine, guanothymidine, pyridine, cytidine are nucleosides. Okay, then adenyllic acid, thymidyllic acid, guanylydic acid, uridylic acid, and cytidyllic acid are nucleotides. Okay, and nucleic acids like DNA and RNA is made up of nucleotides. Understood? So they can function as the genetic material. And then I taught you about the nucleic acids. Okay, nucleotides polymers are known as what? Nucleic acids. And there are two different types of nucleic acids. What are they? DNA and RNA, isn't it? So these nucleic acids are found in where? In the acid insoluble fraction. So a nucleotide is having three components I told, isn't it? What are they? A sugar, then a heterocyclic ring, and then a phosphoric acid or phosphate group. Understood? So these are what? Part of a or components of a nucleotide, and they combine together to form what? The means they polymerize to form the nucleic acids. Okay, and the adenine and guanine are substituted purine, and the others, okay, rest nitrogen bases are the substituted pyrimidines. Okay, the sugar found in polynucleotides can be a ribose in case of RNA, or it can be a 2' deoxyribose, means one oxygen less, okay, than the normal ribose in case of what? DNA. Understood? So like this, what we have learned, what they are, what polymers, nucleic acids are polymers of what? The nucleotides. Then I told you about the structure of nucleic acid, especially DNA, isn't it? DNA is a double helix model, means double helix molecule. Okay, this model was proposed by Watson and Crick. Okay, so according to this, the DNA exists as a double helix, and they are having two strands. Okay, the strands are what? Made up of sugar and phosphate. Okay, and these two strands are anti-parallel, in opposite direction they are, and the backbone is made up of sugar, means nitrogen, sorry, backbone is made up of sugar and phosphate, and the steps which are seen in between them, they are made up of what? The nitrogen bases, thymine and adenine. Adenine always pair with thymine with two hydrogen bonds, and cytosine always pair with guanine with three hydrogen bonds. Okay, then I told you uh, the the at each step of the ascent, the strand turns around 36 degrees centigrade. Okay, and then what? 36 degree. Okay, and full turn of helical strand will have 10 base pairs. Understood? And the pitch or the distance between this will be 34 angstrom, and per each base pair, means between each base pair the distance will be 3.4 angstrom. So this is the helical model or DNA double helix model proposed by Watson and Crick. So from nucleotides I have started, and I have explained you about the nucleic acids, and then I told you about the what the DNA structure. Okay, what are the bonds found in nucleic acid? In a nucleic acid, okay, you can see a bond like between the phosphate and the 3 dash carbon of one sugar, okay, that will have what, an ester bond, that is the bond between the phosphate group, okay, the phosphate and hydroxyl group of sugar. I told the strand of DNAs are made up of sugar and phosphate, isn't it? Sugar, phosphate, sugar, likewise it is formed, and in between the sugar and the phosphate, okay, the hydroxyl group of the sugar and the phosphate, what kind of bond is there? Ester bond. Okay, as there is one such ester bond on both the sides, they are known as what? Phosphodiester bond. So in between the two, what, the phosphate and the sugar. So this is the sugar molecule, and this is the sugar, and this is the phosphate group. Okay, and in between them, understood? Phosphate and the what, OH group of this sugar. There, what, an ester bond is there, and with this sugar it forms another ester bond. So you can say that in between two sugar molecule there is phosphodiester bond, and in between this nitrogen base, okay, or nitrogen base and the what the nitrogen base, this is the nitrogen base, understood, and the sugar, there is a bond called glycosidic bond. Okay, so the bond between what, the glucose, or sorry, the sugar is what, ribose, deoxyribose, isn't it? Deoxyribose and the nitrogen base is glycosidic bond, and in between these two, what, sugars, okay, they are connected through what, only phosphate. So the link between phosphate and the sugar is ester bond. Likewise two bonds are there, so it is known as phosphodiester bond. Okay, and between the nitrogen bases, C will always bind with guanine, isn't it? And adenine will always pair with thymine. Understood? So here the bond is what, H bonds. And in between guanine and cytosine, 3 H bonds will be there. And in between thymine and adenine, there will be 2 H bonds. Understood? So about the bonding also I have told you. Is it clear? So another kind of macromolecule, okay, that we are found in the acid insoluble pool is what? Polysaccharides. What are polysaccharides? It's a kind of carbohydrates. Clear? So carbohydrates can be what, divided into different types like monosaccharides, okay, oligosaccharides and polysaccharides. So polysaccharides are made of, they are the polymers of what, only the monosaccharides. Understood? So they are long chains of sugars. Understood? Long chains of sugars they are, and they can be what, homopolymers. Okay, like what, cellulose is a polymeric polysaccharide consisting of monosaccharide glucose. Glucose will be repeated many times. Okay, then cellulose is also a homopolymer. Starch is different. So all these are what, examples of polysaccharides. What are they? The what all, cellulose, starch, okay, then glycogen, inulin, all these are examples of what, polysaccharide. Inulin is actually, it's a polymer of fructose, okay, fructose polymer it is. Understood? So in a polysaccharide chain, the right end is called the reducing end, and the left end is called the non-reducing end. Okay, and they'll be folded in different shapes. So these are different, depends upon, even though they are made up of same kind of molecules, the number of repeating units may vary, or their arrangement may vary, and this gives what, different characteristics to them. Okay, so the plant cell wall is made up of what? Cellulose, understood? And paper that we are making from plant pulp is actually containing what? The cellulose. Okay, and there are a number of polysaccharides. okay, which are found in nature. For example, amino sugars, okay, they are acting as the building blocks. You might have heard about chitin, isn't it? The exoskeleton of what arthropods. That's made up of a substance called chitin, and this chitin is also what polysaccharide only. So about polysaccharide, you understood. Usually polysaccharides are homopolymers. Homopolymer means they are made up of same kind of monomers. Can you name one heteropolymer? Peptide we learned, because each polypeptide is made up of a number of different amino acids. So it's an example for heteropolymer. Here most of them are made up of what? They are made up of same kind of monomer. So they are known as what? Homopolymers. Okay, homopolymers. In a polysaccharide, okay, the monosaccharides are joined by a bond known as glycosidic bond. Understood? Glycosidic bond. It's formed by the dehydration, by the removal of one molecule of water. Okay, it is formed between two carbon atoms of two adjacent monosaccharides. Understood? So like this, what we have seen about various biomacromolecules, like what? The polysaccharides, isn't it? Nucleic acids, and then we have studied about the proteins and their structure and all. So this much is clear, and these are known as polymers, or they are actually polymers, isn't it? Polymers of different monomers, like nucleic acids are the polymers of what? Nucleotides. Then polysaccharides are the polymers of what? Monosaccharides. And proteins are the polymers of amino acids. So I told you about the structure of amino acids and proteins, isn't it? And also we have seen nucleotides, what are they, and how they make up the nucleic acids. So I hope this much is very clear to you. Thank you. We'll see in the next class. Thank you.